this is incredibly indicative of what we were talking about earlier. And why China loves to build these mega projects. Okay.
Sorry, just reading. Someone messed with the name of the Twitter.
That's maybe not his real name. But this is a very well-known, propagandist, Tanky. And this is the kind of shit they put out. Shanghai 2023 versus Detroit 2023. Your enemy isn't China. It's the elites at the head of the major corporations taking everything from you. So for those of you who are listening, what this propagandist post is like a beautiful night shot.
This is a new thing, isn't there?
Yeah, they do this a lot, okay?
They learned from Hua Chunying, the foreign ministry in China.
Yeah, so they take a beautiful night shot of Shanghai's skyline, right? Yeah. At night with all the lights on, and it looks great. Then they'll find like a decrepit abandoned factory in Detroit, or find like a drug street in Kensington. They'll find the worst like garbage picture they can, and then they put them next to each other to juxtaposition. And this is kind of, to them, this is proof that China's great and America's bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got a little pissed off about this because I think it's nonsense.
So stupid. I feel like kids might fall for this, though.
Yeah, so I went and took a cherry-picked picture of Detroit at night with the skyline, which is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It looks incredible. And then I found a cherry-picked, like, poverty Shanghai picture. Because you know what? You do still find really gross parts of Shanghai.
Of course.
You go about an hour out the center.
City, any city in China.
You just go a little bit out, and it's like looks like you've gone back a few hundred years.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you drive an hour out of the main city center.
Might take you a little while in Shanghai, but
it's still Shanghai.
You'll get there.
So I just replied with Detroit 2023 versus Shanghai 2023. Your enemy isn't USA. It's the lame disinformation agents trying to sell you a lie.
Nice.
And that's it. I'm so tired of this cherry-picking bullshit.
Yeah.
And people fall for it, man. They keep showing, like, homeless drug addicts in America and then a shiny mega thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like a train station.
It's the dumbest propaganda, but it's weirdly effective for, like, people that want to blame something other than themselves.
And I find that a lot of Americans are self-deprecating, and they think America's such a terrible place. So they jump on that shit. Yeah. They're like, see, look, China's building these flashy buildings. Well, guess what? Those flashy buildings flood whenever there's a little trickle of rain. So...
Yeah, this is just so low effort.
Yeah, so a bunch of other people piled in as well, and they were like, look here, this is Times Square 2023 versus a village in China 2023. And I mean, you could do this with anything.
You could do that with anything.
So I thought I'd prove it, okay? Because, you know, I'm from South Africa, right?
Sure.
Johannesburg's a shithole, okay? It was, at its heyday, was probably in like the 50s or something, right?
A long time ago.
Now it's, by the way, there's a massive gas explosion in Johannesburg. I've got a lot of footage and pictures. The roads all tore up and stuff. So it's, you know, it's all run down to shit. It's a crime hole. Okay. But then look at this lovely picture of Johannesburg at night. That's when the power's on, actually, which is not that often. But anyway, I took a picture of Johannesburg at night and Beijing in one of those just, even in the hutongs, you know, it's not even that far out, like, type thing. No. And this is 2023. So I'm like, Johannesburg, South Africa 2023 versus Beijing, China 2023. This selective glam shot versus dirty pic nonsense is ridiculous. And it is, because
pathetic.
Anyone could do it.
Anyone can do
Take
this.
the most... Paris, you can find lots of filthy, disgusting. You find
you can also make it look amazing.
Yeah, you find a dead rat next to some disgusting, like, you know, pile of dirt or someone threw garbage. You know, you can find that and say Paris versus, and go to like Beirut and take a nice picture at night in a beautiful building.
You could also say, look at, you know, delicious meal versus toilet full of shit. Used to be delicious meal.
Exactly.
I mean, it's literally the most low effort shit.
Yeah, but I want to raise a little bit of awareness for everyone who might come across this, because it is so easy to cherry pick.
Right.
And you can make, with the right photography, you take this long exposure photography of a city at night, you can make the worst, shittiest city or town look incredible.
Nice.
Okay, a good photographer can do that. And it's very, very easy to go and cherry pick a dirty ass picture of a dirty, disgusting thing. Go find a homeless encampment somewhere, and you get them in China too. You could do it too, you know, and just go take a photo and say, this is indicative of the whole country.
Right.
And this is what pisses me off, because these flashy buildings, like in Shanghai, it's not indicative of the whole country.
No. Dude, I could take you, I mean, if I could ever get back into China, but I could literally take you 5 to 10 minutes outside of some areas that you would be very impressed with looking at from the outside, especially at night. the lights on. I could take you on a bus, a local bus outside of these areas, and you will be absolutely shocked, and you will think you are in impoverished country in Africa or India.
Yeah, like a very, very like developing country.
It is not a rich country. It is a country, and I don't want to remind everyone of this over and over again. The average income in America per person GDP is $71,000. In China, it's $12,000. And the wealth inequality in China to make that $12,000, which is already low,
Yeah.
is insane. You have so many very upper echelon rich people that are buying $2 million apartments in Beijing.
Yeah, that get flooded with
They get
sewage.
flooded with sewage.
Yeah.
At the top that are skewing, and think about how many poor people are there to bring that down to $12,000.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bad.
It's really bad. Anyway, that just kind of annoys the crap out of me, so I had to put it out there for everyone to see. And I don't know if I've ever seen a situation like what you're going to see behind us right now. This happened now, today.
Yes.
Okay, in China.
In Shanghai, Wuxi.
Wuxi. This is Wuxi, which is
near
nearby.
Shanghai, yeah.
Okay, I'd like you to pay attention to this. I'll just get us out of there. Pay attention to this road here for a second. You might spot something. Yeah. Did you see?
That is
Did you see-
amazing. By the way, why do we have snow in the background?
Yeah, I just want everyone to cool down. We know there's a heat wave coming.
Absolutely. Well, slash happening. And right now,
Mm-hmm.
if you're feeling hot, you're going to look at this and you go, ooh, I'm feeling nice and chilly, refreshed.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, play that again. Why you can't just leave us at that 2
Wait,
second
okay,
clip.
you want to see it again? All right. Let's take a look.
amazing.
I'll leave us here in this time, but take a look. Imagine driving along and fish are leaping, literally leaping in front of your car.
Crap. This is on the highway, by the way.
Yeah, you can
So
see there's
there-
a tunnel over there.
There are fish leaping out on the highway in eastern China right now.
Yes.
In the richest area.
I mean,
No way. Look at that.
this power.
Tokyo
Look at this
Drift.
power slide over here. It's just incredible. Like, let's tear him apart, okay? You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Alrighty, some kung fu.
No way. He shot bullet.
Yes. Yeah, look at that great CGI. Isn't that amazing?
Close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.